Hey guys, my name's Andy. We'll be doing fitness together today. I'm going to show you some things that you can do at home even if you don't have weights or any equipment. It's always still important to move around, get that blood pumping. So I'll show you some workouts that we can do that don't really need anything, but I'm also going to show you some options of things that you could use if you want to use equipment. Another thing for today's video and every fitness video, and probably for throughout the summer, it's very important that you guys drink water very often. So during these videos I will remind you guys to drink water, but also if you feel thirsty at any point, just go ahead, grab some water, stay hydrated. You don't want to get headaches from not drinking enough water. And I'm also going to show you some stretching, some cool down exercises to make sure that you guys don't hurt yourselves. If at any point you want to pause, you want to stretch, you want to be done doing this, that's okay. We don't want anybody to get hurt. We want you guys to have fun. Alright, so before we start, you guys can all pause this video and go ahead and get some water. Alright guys, so like I said before, I'm going to show you a few things that you can use when you don't have equipment. We're going to be doing a little bit of jumping. We can use an imaginary jump rope, or if you guys have one, you could also use the jump rope that you have. For weights, a good option is using this to stay hydrated, or as weights, water bottles. If you find them lying around the house, you can fill them up with water or with sand, and those could be your weights for the lifting exercises. Then you could also use, if you don't have, or if you don't like water bottles, you can use cans, anything that's about the same size that you guys think will be comfortable to grab. They're about the same size for each side. And then for the heavier weights, you could use maybe a bag of flour, or you could use a bag of rice. I'd say a bag of cereal, but that's not heavy enough. I found these big water bottles around the house, so I just fill them up with water, and this would be for the exercises, like, I don't know, like holding it in the middle and doing squats, or other exercises that require a little bit of a heavier weight. And if you think that that's not heavy enough and you want a little bit heavier, you can find something bigger. I found a jar of pretzels, filled it up with water, a little bit heavier, and it also helps. So those are the things that I'm showing you today. Maybe later on we'll find more things. You guys can get creative. Anything that you feel like could be used as a weight that you're not gonna get in trouble for using, it's fine. And if you take anything from the kitchen or from anywhere in the house, just remember to make sure that nobody needs it, and then when you're done, put it back so you don't get in trouble for it. Okay, so I had to pause for a second. There's a lot of bugs where I live, and they were biting me, so I had to get some bug spray, but I'm gonna put that to the side, and we're gonna get started. The way I like to do this, and for me it's one of my favorite ways of working out because I don't get bored of just doing the same thing over and over again, I create like a circuit. So between 6 to 8 exercises, I would put them in order. Don't worry about it, I'll walk through it with you guys, but I'm just explaining it real quick before we start. So I like to put them in order and make like, okay, I do this and I go to the next one, the next one, the next one, and when I finish that circuit, I do it again, maybe 2 or 3 times depending on how my body's feeling, and you guys get to choose how many times you want to repeat it. And if you want to do it on your own the first time and then call more people to come and join you in the house, or start all together and learn from zero with the rest of the people that live with you, it's up to you. However you want to set it up, I'm just going to show you the exercises, and then you get to be creative, okay? You can do however you want it. You can make your own circuit after you see the exercises I'm teaching you. You can come up with new ones, whatever you want. You guys are ready? And remember, every time you have a chance, don't forget to drink some water. You want to stay hydrated, and don't hurt yourselves. There's no need to push more than you can. Good? Everybody ready? Let's start. So before we can actually start the circuit, it's very important to warm up. Remember, we don't want anybody to get hurt. So we're gonna start off by jumping rope. If you have a jump rope, you can do that. If not, you can use the imaginary one. I'm gonna use the imaginary one. We're gonna do that for about 20 seconds, okay? You guys can jump on both feet if you want to, but you see my rope? It's amazing. I can take it everywhere and it doesn't weigh anything. You can jump one, like switch your legs, whatever is more comfortable for you. You can do only one leg. You can do only the other leg. Or if you're super good at this and you've done it for a long time and you know how to do those jumps where you go and then you cross and then jump and cross, you can do that. Just make sure that you don't hit everything around you if you're inside. If you're outside, it's fine. Go ahead and give it a try. 20 seconds. Go. Next up, we're gonna jog in place. Continue that little jumping we were doing. But this time we don't need a rope. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna move our arms like making a circle, drawing a circle on the side. So we're gonna start by going forward. We're gonna do 10 of those, okay? Make sure that you guys are stretching. And then we're gonna switch to the back. And same thing. We're gonna do 10 of those. I probably lost track, but I think we're at 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you guys feel the blood going up and down your body? I can. All right, so every time we stop, we just shake it up a little bit. We're gonna jump side to side now. 1, 2, we're gonna do that 10 times. Land on one leg, the other one. If you lose balance and you wanna tap your leg a little bit, that's fine. And then do the next jump, tap, that's fine, okay? So do a few of those. And whew, I can feel them warming up. Are you guys warming up? Good. So, guess what? It's time for a little bit of water. Okay guys, so for the first one, I chose my big water jug and my 2 little water weights, okay? Every time we lift something from the ground, if it's heavy, don't lift it like this because you can hurt your back. I just did it once to show you, okay? Don't do it like that. We're always gonna bend our knees and pick it up this way, okay? So that we don't get hurt. With the little ones, it's as long as you remember to do that with the big ones. With the little ones, you don't really have to, but I choose to do it sometimes so I don't hurt myself if I remember, but I'm human, I forget, right? So, for the first part, I wanna do the little jog lift, okay? But it's not really a jog, we just go side. So we're gonna start here, and we're gonna go side, lift, 1, down, side, lift, and for this one we go 1, 2. Now we put it down again, side, lift, up, 1, down, side, up, 1, 2. Okay, so the whole thing, you have to do a lift on this side and a lift on this side, and that's 1 rep. Okay, so I just did 2, right? So you guys are gonna do 10 of those reps, and then you're gonna be really tired after that. So you're gonna go and drink some water, and then come back. All right? Next up, guys, this is what I like to call, or what I've heard is called before, sumo squat, right? So for a sumo squat, we're gonna open our legs. It's not like a regular squat like this. We're gonna open our legs and our feet too. And we're gonna go down this much and then come up. That's 1 rep. If you want to do it without a weight, that's fine. If you think that's not challenging enough, you wanna use a weight, please do so. So remember, legs open and you go down, not all the way down to the floor because then you won't be able to get up, just up to here. That's 1 rep. 2, 3, and so on. You guys are gonna keep doing that until you get to, let's see if you guys can guess a number. What do you think I'm gonna say? 8, 7, 15? Let's leave it at 12. All right, so you guys do 12 reps, have a sip of water, come back. Did you guys love that water? It felt so good after the side lift and the sumo squats. Oh, it was great for me. Okay, so for the next one, we're gonna work up our work our triceps a little bit. So you're gonna bring your arm back. You could do it with weight, with no weight. So I like to hold my arm behind my head so I don't move it in a way that it can get hurt, but some people don't. So you find your more comfortable position, but to me this is safer. So if you look behind, this arm won't let this arm go further down, and it also keeps it right in line with my body, okay? So from here, extend it all the way up, and we come back down, and that's 1 rep for 1 arm, okay? So from the front, it'll look like this, all the way up, and then down until where your arm lets you come down, okay? 2, come back. Remember, when you guys extend it all the way up, don't do it here. Come all the way up, so then you'll feel how your triceps are working, okay? That's 1 arm. Then we're gonna switch arms and do the same thing, all the way up and down until the limit that your arm's gonna set. 2, down, 3, and so on. We're gonna do 10 of each arm. Have a sip of water and come back. You guys back from water drinking? Great. Okay, for the next one, since we're already working triceps, we're gonna carry on doing that. You can use a water bottle this size, bigger one, a can, no water bottle. But the movement we're gonna do from the front, it looks like this. Arms are kind of squeezing your ears, and then you're gonna hold your bottle with both hands or weight or can. Then you're gonna extend it again all the way up, and then down as much as you can. All the way up and down. Always try to keep your chest straight up, looking up. I'm gonna show you from the side. It looks like this. All the way up, all the way down. We're gonna do 15 of those reps. Have a sip of water and get back to business. Okay, so for the next bit, we're gonna do a little bit of a combination. I like to mix up everything I know and everything I've ever learned. So if this is not like something that you're used to seeing, it's okay. Just getting creative here. So for this one, we're gonna work our biceps a little bit, continue working our triceps and the forearm. How is all that gonna happen? Okay, so we're gonna stand with our legs open just a little bit, shoulder width. So we're gonna start with lifting all the way up here. 1, 2, and then we move that in front of our faces, like putting your guard up, and then we punch 1, we punch 2. We're not punching really fast, but we're making sure that we rotate. You can see with my bottle how it starts here, and then it rotates when I punch, and then my whole body rotates, okay? For some people, it might be more comfortable to stand like this or like that when they're punching, but because we're starting at lifting, that's why I kept that position. But if once you lift, guard, if you want to switch and then punch and punch, that's okay. Now also make sure that every time you do it, you rotate your body. I'm gonna stay on this position. You rotate your body so that way you're also working your sides here, and rotate your body, okay? So basically it's gonna be lift, guard, punch, punch, and bring it down. Lift, guard, punch, punch, down, okay? So for 1 rep, it's gonna be lift, guard, punch, punch. That's 1 rep. We're gonna do 12 of those reps, have a little bit of water, and come back. So since we were doing a little, not really doing martial arts, but using a little bit of things I learned from martial arts, we're gonna continue doing that, but also working the core a little bit more. You can use water bottles, weights, cans, or not for this second part. So we're gonna start laying on our backs, make a little angle with your legs, and you're gonna come up, and then you're gonna punch, and then go back down. And then up, punch, back down. Does that make sense? Why do I always keep that in front of my face? Because if I'm actually fighting or training, I'll want to cover my face because I don't want anybody to hit my face, right? So that's why it always comes back here. Okay, we're gonna do 15 of those reps, a little bit of water, and get back to business. All right, so we moved down from standing up there. We're already on the ground. I'm using a yoga mat. I forgot to mention that before. You could use a rug, towels, whatever makes it comfortable for you. Try not to pile up too many things. You don't want it to be too thick. Like, don't use a whole mattress for it. You don't need to go and take a mattress from someone's bed and put it on the ground. Just like line maybe 2 or 3 towels, or if you already have a carpet, that might also help. If you're in the grass, that helps too. There's just a lot of bugs that were biting me before, so I prefer to use the yoga mat. Okay, so we're already on the ground. We're gonna continue on the ground with our core workouts. The next one, we're gonna be on our side. So the leg that's closest to the ground is gonna be extended, and the next one is gonna be in front of it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have our shoulder right in line with our elbow, and then when we actually start the exercise, we're gonna come up. You see how I'm in line and I'm not touching the ground? And we're gonna hold that position with our arm up for 8 seconds. And then when we're done with 8 seconds, you could just rotate where you are, go on your side like this, but I'm gonna switch so that you guys can still see my beautiful face. Now, just so that you can see the way it looks. So next, same leg, the one that's closest to the ground will be extended, the next one in front of it. Elbow and shoulder in line, arm up. We don't let our hips touch. You can look at the sky, you can look forward, whatever's easier for you. We hold that position for 8 seconds, and then we come down. If holding that position is very hard, that's okay, because we have a modified version where we're just gonna be on our knees and just lift this part up a little bit, as much as you can, and then you can come down again. Or if you want to give it a try and do a little bit like this, 2 seconds, it hurts too much, it come down, 1, 2, and come back up, that's also okay. You listen to your body. You will know better than anyone what is good and what's not. Okay? Right, guess what? Water time. Also, don't drink that much water. Like, you don't have to chug a whole glass every time I say to drink water. Just like have a few sips so that you stay hydrated throughout the workout, okay? Get some water and come back. Okay guys, it's the last bit of the circuit, not the whole workout. And we're just gonna do one more. I'm gonna show you what the last exercise is, and then I'll explain what the last bit of the circuit and not the workout means, okay? So we're gonna get on plank position. This is a plank position. Elbows in line with our shoulders. You can separate your legs up a little bit, and then you come up, okay? And we're gonna, remember we did, I can't remember the last one. Anyway, so you're gonna hold this position, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go side to side a little bit. One, side to side, like you're drawing a U shape. We're gonna do side to side for 5 reps. That's, I think, 4. And each rep goes one side and the other. You don't say, it's not 1, 2. It's 1, 2. Okay? And then if that hurts too much, you can come on your knees and you just hold this plank position the whole time. And then after side to side, 5 reps side to side. We're gonna do 5 more reps, but back and forth. So like this, back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put our knees down, and that's the end of the circuit. What does that mean, Andy? We're not done? No. Well, if your body hurts and you feel like you're done, you can't do it anymore, that's okay. But if you feel like it wasn't that much of a workout, that's why I call it a circuit. We do another rep of the whole circuit. So for this last bit, you for the next bit, you can follow the same way we did it before, or you can rearrange the exercises and do it the way you want it, as long as you do all of them in whatever order you choose. Just make sure you remember. You can do one more or two more reps of the whole circuit, and if after doing two more you're in your third one, you still want to give it more and you're like, I got this, do a fourth rep, why not, or a fourth circuit. Okay, so I hope you guys had fun, and next up, after you're done with all the circuits, drink some water and we'll move on to the last bit of it, because after the circuits, there's still one more thing, and I'll tell you in just a minute. I hope you guys all had some water. Now comes the fun part. After all that workout and after all the sore muscles and everything, what comes next? The cool down, or the stretch part. Okay, so we're gonna start off by, since we're already sitting, or I am, putting our feet together like this. You can bring them as close as you can without hurting yourself to the rest of your body. I like to put my hands on my knees. If you don't want to put your hands on your knees, that's fine. And then go down as much as your body lets you go down, so you can stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna leave one of our legs where they are and extend the other one and go forward and try to grab our foot. If you can grab it, it's fine. If you can't, and you can come only up to here, but you can feel the stretch on your body, that's fine. We're doing this to stretch, not to hold our feet. So if you can't hold it, but you feel the stretch, that's fine, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we switch, bring this leg back here. And same thing. I can feel the stretch. Oh, yeah. You guys feel it? I feel it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Every time you guys come up from looking down or bending down, always do it slowly so that you don't rush your blood up to your head, okay? For this next part, you can keep your legs extended. You can cross your legs, whatever's more comfortable for you. And we're gonna grab our arms, grab our elbow, bring it back. We're gonna stretch our arms a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you guys feel the stretch? I can. Next one, we're gonna grab our elbows and extend our arm. Don't come up to your neck. Keep it low, and then you're gonna push it towards your body. And you're gonna hold it there for a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing with the other one. Sit up straight. And pull towards our body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're gonna link our arms behind us and try to open our chest. You can look up and stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we link our arms again, but this time we go up. Take a deep breath in and out. One more time. In and out. Then you bring your arms down slowly again. And that's it for today. You guys are done. Good job, everyone.